Welcome to Kelly's Tech Lounge, the podcast where I help children's activity providers simplify the tech, master their marketing and build a business that fits around family life. In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about Canva Pro and if it is worth it or not. But before we dive into the perks of Canva Pro, let's take a quick look at what Canva can actually do. So you might have heard of it, you might even use it yourself to create your social media graphics. But did you know you can also use it to create PDFs, presentations, flyers, ebooks, and so much more? So why go pro? Well, this is where the magic happens and where you can really save time. With Canva Pro, you unlock a massive library of stock photos, videos, and premium templates that make your content look polished and professional with less effort. One of my favourite features is bulk create. You can design a template, upload your list, so you can upload quotes, tips, reviews, and then you can connect them together and boom, you have a whole batch of content in minutes. But the real game changer is the brand kit. You can save your fonts, your colours, and even templates, so everything stays on brand without needing to think twice. It keeps your content looking consistent and makes creating graphics so much quicker. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Canva AI. So this is a new feature that is developing all the time. And while I don't use Canva AI to create my graphics from scratch, what I do use it for is to save me time. So if I have a brand template, like for a carousel, so on mine, a lot of my carousels have a photo on the first page with writing over the top. And then I have just plain white background and black text on the next slides. I create a template and then I will ask Canva to recreate the template with a new subject. So I will go in and I will type in there everything that my post is about, all the information that I want to include, and asked it to create me a new carousel post with 4 to 5 slides with this information on, and I give it all the information. And then it will create your carousel graphics. What I then do is I just go through, have a look, tweak where I need to, maybe change the size of the font, make sure it looks all consistent. But all it's done is it's used my creative, my design, and just saved me some time. The other thing that I use Canva AI for is if I have a campaign running for a client and I've created some graphics for them in the past, and I just need to update things like the dates, the times of the sessions, where the sessions may be. So it may be that we've advertised a similar session for the previous year or a few weeks earlier, and we just need to recreate it. So I'll go in and I'll say to Canva AI, take this information, use this template that's already here and recreate it with this new information, and it will recreate it. Then you just go through again and check it all out. Like I said, I don't generally use it to start from scratch, but I do use it to help save me time when I'm creating graphics. The other thing that I have found it quite beneficial for is when somebody has created a graphic, we're using something like ChatGPT. So they've gone into ChatGPT and they've said, can you create me this graphic? This is my brand. This is this. And it comes out with a very polished graphic. You've probably seen them. Everybody's using it at the moment. What it does do, though, is ChatGPT doesn't always put it in the right size or the right format. Now, I don't use Chat myself to create graphics. So it may work if you ask it to create it in a specific size for Instagram or Facebook. But a lot of the graphics that I'm seeing, they're not the right size. So when you come to upload them into Instagram, it will cut off some of the information. So what I've used Canva AI for is I've gone in, pulled the graphic in as a photo and asked it to either tweak it so that it fits on the right size, because within Canva you can choose the size that you want your graphic to be. So you can choose an Instagram post, a story, a reel, and you can choose the right sizing. So I'll put the graphic in there and then I will ask it to change the information that I need to change. Sometimes it works really well and it can pull the kind of information apart and change it. Sometimes it can't because of how it's been generated. So then I will just say, this is what I'm looking for, something similar to this. Can you recreate me on a separate page, a new graphic with all of this information on? And then I will go to the brand kit for that client and make sure that all the brand colours match. That way I'm keeping the information that they want, but I'm also keeping keeping it on brand and making it really authentic. So that's a really good thing. The other thing within Canva Pro is there are lots and lots of different apps you can use. There's lots of different elements you can add to it because you've got the Pro version, but the apps are brilliant. Like you have, like I mentioned, Bulk Create, you have Magic Studio where you can do background remover, which is brilliant if you want to take a photo of yourself and the background's not great. Remove the background. You can use yourself as a sticker then to put on top of your graphics. I use that like when I'm doing presentations. I might just remove the background so it's just the image of myself, and then I can just pop it onto my presentation. So yeah, there are lots and lots of benefits with Canva Pro. That being said, Canva is still great with the free version. I have used the free version. I've actually created a toolkit for one of my clients using just free elements. So it can be done and you can use it. Like I said, I've created a toolkit where all of the elements are there that are used within the free version, and it keeps that client on brand now. She's got a multitude of tiles that she can go through, create posts, create carousels, and she's got all the information there, and it keeps it all on brand. So I think it really is just weighing up your time versus the cost. So if you want to save yourself some time, then I definitely think Canva Pro is worth going for the cost, because it's the amount of time that you save. If you are quite happy creating content and you have the time to do that and you want to save some money, then yes, stick with Canva, the free version. You'll be absolutely fine. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. And if you want any more information, please do feel free to reach out. You can find me on socials at Kelly Reynolds Socials. Thank you for listening to this week's episode on Kelly's Tech Lounge. Before you go, if you're a children's activity provider and you're tired of relying solely on social media to fill your classes, I'd love to help. I've created a free guide called Getting Started with Email Marketing, where I walk you through my simple 4-step system to help you build an email list and turn it into bookings. Inside, you'll learn how to ask for permission to stay in touch with parents, set up an email system the easy way, send simple weekly emails, and sell to your list without feeling salesy. You can grab a free copy through the link in the show notes. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the subscribe, because every week I'll be sharing simple tech tips, practical how-tos, social media advice and mindset shifts to help you grow your children's activity business in the pockets of time around family life. Until next time, keep building your business.